Good morning, Nighthawk Nation. My name is Madeline Nash, your anchor for this week. And welcome to the HPS Upload, where we upload the latest news for you to download. At Hettinger Public School, we empower students to reach their full potential. Now please stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for some short stories. Last week, we had a choir fest with nearly 200 students performing together across 5 different schools. The performance was a great success. Watch our STEM garden grow in this time lapse. This summer, Mrs. Schneider secured funds for a second unit which will support student experiments in science. All plants will be harvested for the school cafeteria and FACS program. Now for breakfast and lunch this week. On Monday, breakfast was scrambled eggs with rope sausage. Lunch will be chicken sandwich with smiley fries. Tuesday, breakfast will be cinnamon toast crunch bar with links, and lunch will be chicken and rice hot dish. Wednesday, breakfast will be breakfast sandwich, and lunch will be hamburger potato hot dish. Thursday, breakfast will be French toast with links, and lunch will be spaghetti and meatballs. Friday, breakfast will be breakfast bar, and lunch will be pepperoni pizza. Now for some announcements. Silent reading will be the second period this week. Bring a book. On November 4th at 9:20 a.m., there will be a presentation by Daniel Burkhalter, CTO at Our Tutor, an AI startup. He is an accomplished cross-country and track athlete with a bachelor's in mathematics, a master's in statistics, and a master's in data science from SDSU. Daniel will share how the right environment can push you to excel in both academics and athletics. Talk to Ms. Burkhalter for more. Student Council kids, remember to be outselling. Wreaths, order forms, and money are due the 28th. If you need a form, please stop by the office. Attention football players, your football gear is due by the end of the week. Make sure to turn your bag into the gear room at the end of school any day this week. Coach Lefebvre will be there at 3:30 every day. National Honor Society meeting today at 12:20 in Mrs. Olson's room. NHS 12:20 today. And now let's go to this week's story by Mr. J.
Hey. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Yeah, the students and the teachers, but the students. So, really quick. So this week's story is a little different, and I get it. Every once in a while, there'll be a story where you guys aren't interested because it has nothing to do with what you're interested in, or you have homework that you probably would rather get done, you'd rather talk with your friends, or you're just trying to decompress and relax, and I get all of that. But this week's different. The subject for this story is actually you. I want you to take a minute, honestly the next 3 minutes, and just watch this video. This has to do with your life and the rest of your life. Thanks for your undivided attention, and hopefully I'll see you in the hallways.
Bear with me, everybody. I'm going to start off today on a little bit of a heavy note, but I promise things will lighten up. The dots on this screen represent an adult life in months, assuming a life expectancy of 90. So if you're 18 years old right now, this is an optimistic estimate of the months that you have left. Take a second to take that in. Probably not as many as you would expect. And I'm sorry to say that it does get worse, because about a third of that time is going to be spent sleeping. On average, 126 of those months will go to school and your career. About 18 will be spent driving, 36 cooking and eating, 36 doing chores and errands, and about 27 in the bathroom and taking care of personal hygiene. So that leaves you with 334 months. optimistically for everything else. So this is where you tick the boxes on your bucket list. This is where you pursue your passions and travel the world and leave your mark. How you spend this time is going to determine the quality of your life. So take a second and ask yourself, what do you want to do with that free time? What things do you want to do that you haven't done? Who do you want to spend that time with? What is worth investing it in? Now, I would be willing to bet that scrolling through TikTok, binge watching Netflix, and playing video games probably did not come to mind. But today, the average 18-year-old in the United States is on pace to spend 93% of their remaining free time looking at a screen. That is not counting time for school. Imagine getting to the age of 90, seeing this visualization of how you spent all your time after the age of 18, and thinking about all the things you could have done that you did not do because you got distracted. And I also want you to ask yourself, what do you think over 26 years of screen time would do to you? What is that an investment in? How would it change you? You have to ask yourself, what value do these services provide? And second, you have to ask, how much of your time is that value worth? Now, I want to be clear that I am not saying social media is without value. It can be an incredibly powerful tool. It can foster relationships. It can introduce you to new ideas. It can even spark social movements. But we need to learn to use it in moderation. Don't let yourself get to the age of 90 only to look back on your life and realize that while you were trying to avoid FOMO, you actually missed out on living. That free time is your most valuable resource. Do not give it away for free.
And now for the question of the day. What has a bottom at the top? A, your toes, B, your elbows, C, your legs, or D, your neck? Find out after today's weather. Now let's go to Brianna with sports.
There wasn't much for sports last week, but let's go look at those scores. Volleyball versus Trinity Titans, C Squad lost 1-2, JV lost 0-3, and varsity lost 0-3. Now for highlights. Nighthawks versus Bearcats. Sophie Kennedy with an ace, making the score 16-22. Sienna Berg with an ace, making the score 18-18. Bella Jensen with a kill, making the score 8-7. Sophie Kennedy with a kill, making the score 14-12. Shay Anderson with a block. Sophie Kennedy with a kill, making the score 22-16. Katie Buckmeyer with a block. Bella Jensen with a kill, making the score 8-5. Now for sports this week, volleyball Tuesday, C Squad, JV, and varsity versus Mont Region at home, and across country, aka Trevor, Friday, varsity state in Jamestown. Now back to you, Madeline.
And now let's see what you found on the internet. And now let's go to Robert with some weather.
Good morning, folks. So for Monday, it is going to be sunny with the sun going through the clouds, and it is going to be generally quite warm with a high of 79 and a low of 46. And then for Tuesday, it is going to be partly sunny, quite windy, and a little bit cooler, with the high being 58 and going just below freezing at a low of 29. And then for Wednesday, it is going to be plenty of sun with a high of 68 and a low of 38. And then for Thursday, it is going to be windy with a high chance of periodic rains, with a high of 59 and a low of 30. And then for Friday, it is going to be intervals of sunny and cloudy with a high of 60 and a low of 33, just above freezing. And Saturday is going to be sunny and windy with a high of 61 and once again just above freezing with 34 for the low. And lastly, Sunday, sun is going to be through high clouds once more with a high of 69 and a low of 37. That is your weather for this week. Back to you, Madeline.
Thank you for that weather report. And now to wrap up our broadcast, the answer to today's question. Once again, the riddle was, what has a bottom at the top? The answer was, see your legs. We would also like to thank Kylie, our producer, for helping us make today's broadcast possible. And that's this week's news broadcast. Please like and subscribe to support this channel. We will see you next week, Monday at 9.
At Kennedy's Fresh Foods, we provide you with quality groceries at competitive prices. Our produce has a wide variety of fruits and vegetables. Our bakery provides daily fresh baked goods. And our deli offers freshly prepped sandwiches, meats, cheeses, and also offers a hot lunch from 11 to 1 Monday through Friday. Stop by on Main Street or call us for delivery at 701-567-2404.
I'm growing up on a farm. I care for all creatures, and someday, maybe the two-legged kind.
I'm a gymnast. I want to know what makes the human body work. Maybe radiology is for me.
My mom and dad are physicians. I might just be a surgeon.
I've grown up on a farm. I can sew an eye and make it heal. What's your superpower?
I can save a life because West River showed us all how to do CPR and how to use an AED.
We are the future.
We are the future.
We are the future.
West River has been serving our community for over 40 years. Our agents are here to help you get your home, auto, farm, ranch, business, health, and crop insurance. We are located in the lower level of Dakota Western Bank. Swing by at 603 Adams Avenue or call us at 701-567-9378.
Here, we aren't just your pet's healthcare provider, we're their second family. Our awesome vets offer everything from checkups to